few terms for a chemical reaction in chemical kinetics we are going to discuss, like elementary reactions. What do we mean by the molecularity of a reaction? What is basically the term called as mechanism of a reaction? So few terms we are going to discuss. So the first term now we will discuss is, what do you mean by an elementary reaction? एक रिएक्शन को एलिमेंट्री रिएक्शन कब कहते हैं? Now there are many reactions which proceeds only in single step and they get completed, and there are few reactions in which multiple steps take place and then you get the overall reaction. So a reaction which progresses only in one step is called as elementary reaction. So a reaction which take place in a single step, the reaction which take place in a single step is called as an elementary reaction. जो एक ही स्टेप में हो रही है वो एलिमेंट्री रिएक्शन है, और बहुत सारे अगर एलिमेंट्री रिएक्शंस होते हैं देन इट्स कॉल्ड एज अ कॉम्प्लेक्स रिएक्शन. सो कॉम्प्लेक्स रिएक्शन मीन्स इट इन्वॉल्व्स many elementary steps. बहुत सारे सिंगल रिएक्शन से बनकर एक कॉम्प्लेक्स रिएक्शन तैयार होती है, और अगर एक रिएक्शन सिर्फ एक सिंगल स्टेप से कन्वर्ट हो रहा है, एक ही सीक्वेंस में रिएक्टेंट प्रोडक्ट में चेंज हो रहा है, इट्स एलिमेंट्री. एंड इफ देयर आर मेनी रिएक्शन व्हिच आर गोइंग ऑन देन इट्स कॉल्ड एज अ कॉम्प्लेक्स रिएक्शन. नाउ द नेक्स्ट टर्म दैट वी विल सी इज मॉलिक्यूलैरिटी ऑफ अ रिएक्शन. Molecularity of a reaction. Now for a reaction to occur, the reactant must colloid with each other. जब तक मॉलिक्यूल्स आपस में रिएक्ट नहीं करेंगे प्रोडक्ट फॉर्म नहीं होगा. तो कितने मॉलिक्यूल ऑफ रिएक्टेंट कोलोइड करने जा रहे हैं, दैट इज कॉल्ड मॉलिक्यूलैरिटी. इट इज द नंबर ऑफ मॉलिक्यूल्स taking part in a chemical reaction. It is the number of molecule taking part in a chemical reaction. तो सम कितने रिएक्टेंट रिएक्ट करें उनके मॉलिक्यूल्स का सम होता है मॉलिक्यूलैरिटी. इट इज द नंबर ऑफ मॉलिक्यूल्स दैट कैन बी एटम, आयंस, पार्टिकल्स, एनी मॉलिक्यूल्स which are in elementary step which are colloiding with each other, and this is called molecularity of a reaction. So this is about molecularity of a reaction. For example, if you have a reaction in which ammonium nitrate forms N2 and H2O. ठीक है. Now in this reaction only one molecule is reacting. So it's called as a unimolecular reaction. Only one molecule is taking part. If you have a reaction in which two molecules are reacting, one molecule of H2, one molecule of I2, it's called as a bimolecular reaction. ठीक है. So the reaction in which the number of molecules are taking part, more the number of molecule, more will be the molecularity. Here how many molecule are taking part? Here you have 2 plus 1, 3 molecules. 3 molecules are taking part. So molecularity is 3. It's called as trimolecular reaction. So above 3 generally it's not a molecularity. We normally call it as a complex reaction. तो molecularity ज़्यादातर 2 तक ही हम बात करते हैं, उसके बाद रिएक्शन कॉम्प्लेक्स हो जाती है अगर ज़्यादा नंबर ऑफ मॉलिक्यूल्स रिएक्ट करते हैं तब. सो मॉलिक्युलैरिटी इज द नंबर ऑफ मॉलिक्यूल टेकिंग पार्ट इन अ केमिकल रिएक्शन, एंड इट इज अ थियोरेटिकल डेटा obtained from the balanced chemical equation. और मॉलिक्युलैरिटी एक्सपेरिमेंटल नहीं है, थियोरेटिकल है. इसमें वैल्यूज 1, 2, 3 होंगे, 0 कभी भी मॉलिक्युलैरिटी नहीं होगा. यू विल हैव एटलीस्ट वन मॉलिक्यूल प्रेजेंट फॉर अ केमिकल reaction. So the question is, what is the difference between order and molecularity? So think over it and get the answer. What are the differences between molecularity and order of a reaction? Now the next topic that we are going to see is the mechanism of a reaction. What do we mean by the mechanism of a reaction? Now mechanism is the series of elementary reaction which we propose to explain the overall reaction. बहुत सारे सीरीज होते हैं, अलग अलग रिएक्शंस अलग अलग स्टेप में हो रहे हैं. So a series of elementary reaction proposed to account for the overall reaction is called as mechanism. It's the sequential path by which a reactant is changing into product. It may not be in a direct step. It may be the reactant may initially form A, and this A may get converted to P. So the A formed and which is consumed is called as the intermediate. So mechanism is a complete path by which a reactant is changing into product to get the overall reaction, that is R to P. So the number of steps involved and the complete path is called as mechanism of a reaction. And the overall rate is expressed always by the slowest step. The overall rate of a reaction is always determined by the slow step. The slow step is the rate determining step in a chemical reaction. The slowest step is rate determining step, which will help us to make the rate law expression. जो स्लो स्टेप होती है, बहुत सारे में से एक स्लो होगी, and that will be the rate determining step. For example, if you have a reaction that is the reaction of hydrogen peroxide with iodide as catalyst in alkaline medium, we get the product as H2O and O2. This is a reaction. Now this reaction does not take place in a single step. It takes place in two steps. In the first step, H2O2 reacts with I minus, forms H2O and IO minus. H2O and IO minus. In the second step, the IO minus formed in the first step will react with the second molecule of hydrogen peroxide, form H2O and will form I2 and I minus along with H2. Now what happens is, this is the slow step and this is the fast step. So the rate which is experimentally determined, rate is equal to rate constant K into the concentration of H2O2 into the concentration of I minus. Here the reactant are H2O2 and I minus in the slow step. So rate is equal to K, H2O2 into I minus, and it's a second order reaction. So here the IO minus was formed and consumed. So IO minus is our intermediate. So a species which is formed and consumed in the reaction is called as a intermediate. So the slow step will tell us the rate law. When you write the rate law, we will always see the slowest step, which is the rate determining step. So the slow step tells us the rate determining step, and we will know the slow step or the fast step with the help of the mechanism, the complete pathway for the conversion of a reactant to product. So this is about the mechanism. Always remember SN1, SN2 we have discussed in chapter in organic chemistry, substitution, unimolecular and bimolecular, the rate determining step, the slow and the fast, and how do you get the dependency of nucleophile in the SN2. Now the next term that we are going to discuss is pseudo first order reaction. Now what do we mean by pseudo first order reaction? There are certain reactions which appear to be of higher order. कुछ reactions है जो दिखने में हमें लगेगा कि higher order की होगी, but under certain condition they behave as a first order reaction. Such reactions are called pseudo first order reaction. And this word pseudo generally means fake or false. So it appears to be of higher order, but actually turns to be of first order under certain condition. Such reactions are called pseudo first order reaction. For example, hydrolysis of cane sugar, C12H22O11. When you do the hydrolysis in presence of an acid, cane sugar हाइड्रोलाइज कर रहे हैं यानी कि वाटर के साथ रिएक्ट कर रहे हैं. Cane sugar is also called as sucrose. When you add water in presence of acid, we get one molecule of glucose and one molecule of fructose. So normally we were assuming that this reaction you have two molecules and the rate will depend on both the molecules, so it's of second order. But when we do the hydrolysis, the amount of water is very large. The concentration is so large कि इसका concentration reaction के बाद भी हमें लगता है कि बदलता नहीं है, क्योंकि पानी का concentration इतना ज़्यादा था कि उसका concentration पूरे reaction के बाद भी ज़्यादा change नहीं हुआ. So it was appearing to be of second order, and when you found the rate, it is only rate is K into concentration of C12H22O11. Such a reaction which was appearing to be of higher order but appears only to be of first order, here it is to the power 1. Such reactions are called as pseudo first order reaction. So pseudo first order reactions are reactions which appear to be of higher order but under certain condition they behave as a first order reaction. Here the concentration, the amount of water was so large कि इसके concentration में changes हो रहे हैं. इसका तो बहुत कंपैरिजन अगर इसके साथ करें तो इसका कंसंट्रेशन चेंज ही नहीं होता रिस्पेक्टिव में. सो दिस इज द कांस्टेंट टर्म, इसका कंसंट्रेशन बदल ही नहीं रहा. तो रेट चाहे ग्लूकोज और फ्रक्टोज बन रहे हैं सुक्रोज में से, बट अमाउंट ऑफ वाटर रिमेन्स द सेम, यानी कि रेट डज नॉट डिपेंड ऑन द कंसंट्रेशन ऑफ वाटर throughout. So rate is independent of the amount of water, it depends only on the concentration of cane sugar. So hydrolysis of cane sugar is directly proportional to the concentration of cane sugar. So rate is equal to K into the concentration of C12H22O11 to the power 1. So it's a first order reaction, but it was actually appearing to be of higher order. Such reactions are called pseudo first order reactions.